Help. My manager is harassing me over a promotion. What should I do? Original post. Hey Reddit, I'm in a bit of a sticky situation at work and I need some advice. I've been working at this company for about 3 years now, and recently, there's been a promotion opening up for a higher position in my team. I was really excited about it and thought I had a good shot, but it's been a bit of a nightmare. My manager, let's call him John, is making things really difficult. He's been passing me over for tasks that I'm clearly qualified for, favoring other people in the team who aren't even as experienced as me, and making subtle but constant comments about how I need to improve if I want to be considered for promotion. I've tried to approach him about feedback and ways to improve, but his response is always vague and dismissive. Now, things are getting worse. Every time I try to ask about the promotion or bring up how I feel like I've been overlooked, he either brushes it off or gives me some excuse about how it's not the right time yet, or you need to show more initiative. But when I see other colleagues who've been with the company less time than I have being praised and given tasks that seem like they should be mine, I feel like I'm being intentionally held back. On top of that, I've noticed some weird behavior. He's been micromanaging me on every little thing lately, constantly checking in and criticizing me for stuff that used to be fine. It's like he's trying to break me down and make me doubt my own abilities. I've tried to keep my head down and just keep working hard, but I'm at my breaking point. I'm feeling really stuck and demotivated, and I don't know if I should stay and keep fighting for the promotion or if I should start looking for a new job. Has anyone dealt with something similar? What should I do? Should I confront him more directly? Or should I just focus on my work and wait it out? Any advice would be appreciated. Thanks for listening. First update. Hey everyone, thanks so much for all the support and advice. I've been reading through all the comments, and I really appreciate the time you all took to respond. So here's a little update. I decided to have a sit-down conversation with John. I told him I wanted to understand where I stood in terms of career progression and what specific actions I could take to be considered for the promotion. His response was exactly what I feared: vague, deflecting, and completely non-committal. He said things like, "You're doing okay, but there's still room for improvement," but wouldn't elaborate on what specifically needed to improve. He also mentioned that we just need to see more initiative, but didn't give any concrete examples. Honestly, I left the conversation feeling more confused and frustrated than before. Since then, things have gotten even weirder. John has started criticizing my work more frequently in front of others, pointing out minor mistakes that used to be totally fine. I'm starting to feel like I'm being pushed into a corner, and it's taking a toll on my mental health. Second update. Hi again. I've had another couple of days to process things, and I'm starting to think about my options more seriously. I've been talking to a few colleagues and realized I'm not the only one who feels like John is playing favorites or being unnecessarily harsh. I'm starting to feel like the situation might be less about me personally and more about a larger pattern with him. I'm wondering if I should bring this up with HR, or if that would be a bad move. I don't want to make things worse or risk my chances for the promotion, but I also don't want to keep tolerating this behavior. A few people have suggested documenting everything: the interactions, feedback, and changes in my responsibilities, in case things escalate. I've also been thinking about whether it's time to start looking for another job, but part of me still wants to fight for the promotion I feel I deserve. Third update. Okay, so I finally did something I wasn't sure I'd ever have the courage to do. I went to HR. I spoke with someone privately and explained the situation. I focused mainly on how John has been treating me, the lack of clarity on the promotion process, and the sudden, frequent micromanaging. HR seemed to take it seriously and said they would look into it and talk to John, without letting him know I had said anything, of course. They didn't give me a timeline, but they did assure me they'd handle it professionally. They also mentioned that I should keep doing my work as usual and not let this distract me. I've got to admit, part of me feels a little better knowing that someone is now aware of what's going on, but I'm also worried about potential fallout. Fourth update. Okay, more updates. Things are starting to change, but not in the way I expected. A few days after I spoke with HR, John called me into his office. He was much colder than usual, and it felt like he was trying to intimidate me. He said, "I heard you've been speaking to HR. You better be careful with who you talk to around here." It was a direct threat, and it made me feel even more trapped. I've been trying to keep my head down, but it's getting harder. The tension in the office is palpable now, and I'm starting to feel like I'm walking on eggshells every day. Fifth update. All right, here's the latest. I've been offered another job. The company reached out to me after seeing my LinkedIn profile, and I've had a few rounds of interviews with them. The pay is higher, and the position is exactly what I've been working toward. I'm still torn. Do I leave, or do I stay and fight this out? Part of me feels like if I leave, it would be admitting defeat. But another part of me feels like I deserve better than being treated this way. Thanks to all of you who have given advice, and a special thank you to those who have reached out to offer support. I'm still processing everything, but I'm grateful for the community here. Final update. Well, after a lot of thinking and talking it over with friends and family, I've decided to take the new job offer. I know it's the right decision for me. I'll be moving on to a place where I feel valued and respected, and I don't have to deal with the toxic environment anymore. I ended up resigning, and the final conversation with John was exactly what I expected. He didn't take it well. He tried to make it sound like I was making a huge mistake, but I just kept it professional and walked away. I'm excited for the new chapter ahead, and I can't thank you all enough for your support. The advice, encouragement, and stories of your own experiences helped me through this difficult time. For anyone going through something similar, trust yourself and know that you don't have to tolerate mistreatment for a promotion. You deserve better. Thanks again. Reddit.